What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am very excited for today's video. As you guys can see by the title, the Corvette is back. I made some other videos as well about the Corvette and with the Corvette for you guys to watch, so stay tuned to the channel. I got more videos coming out tomorrow and the next day and the next day. So again, I am very excited about today's video. If you're new to the channel and you like Corvette stuff, equipment stuff, truck stuff like that, please subscribe to the channel. You won't regret it. But back to the car here. It's been a long overdue process. It's taken a lot of time and effort by multiple people, not just myself and not just you guys. But for you guys watching the channel, sticking with the channel, not unsubscribing, staying subscribed to the channel, and me communicating with you guys on what's going on in the channel and what we're going to do next. For you guys that stuck it out, I am very grateful. For my OG subscribers, you guys are the OGs. You stayed with the channel for this long, and I greatly appreciate it. And this is absolutely for you guys. As you guys know, my OG subscribers, we had an accident in the Corvette hydroplaning, and it was pretty bad, but I am blessed and thankful to be alive still, and blessed and thankful to have the same exact car back now. And I told you guys we were going to get this car back to what it used to be, if not better. And what's sitting in front of me right now is a blessing, and me standing here is a blessing as well. I have a beautiful family now, which my family is already humongous, but it's growing even more. But without getting too much into that and miscellaneous stuff, I'd really just want to show you guys this car. And again, it was in a hydroplane accident, and I'll show you some photos right now. So we're going from this, so these pictures right here that I'm showing you, to what I'm standing in front of right now, which you are about to see. So without further ado, guys, let me introduce to you guys our new 2004 commemorative edition Z06 Corvette. baby. So I appreciate you guys watching that little part of the video. If you want to stay tuned and watch the rest of the video, you can. If you're interested in some of the details and a little bit of the story on how we got to this point, stick around for the rest of the video and watch tomorrow's video as well. But the Corvette is back, guys. I'm just gonna go over basically everything we've done up until this point. But again, first I'm gonna give some shout outs to all of the shops that have helped us out in getting this Corvette back to what it used to be. But the number one guy that got me the Corvette back in the first place was the guy I bought it from in the first place. So Mr. Greg Mars, a buddy of mine that I work with to this day. He'll be retiring soon. He's an older guy, but still moves around like he's young, which is good. But I originally bought the car from him. As you guys, my OG subscribers, you guys know, this was a plain Jane C5 Corvette, but it was the commemorative edition like it is right now, and still is, obviously. But it was cammed, tuned, had the Borla attack on it, and had the original seats that are in it right now, had the shifter, manual shifter. It was manual stock. Did not have the Lloyd's carpets or the lid there. Did not have the steering wheel cover or any of the details. It did not have any of the details. The only thing, it was the, I'll put a picture right here for you guys to see what it looked like. The only thing I'm missing kind of about it was the rims. I am missing the rims for that. Those are the C7 Z06 rims. So I might get another set of those, but I do love the job that Willcraft did, and I'll get to those guys in a second. But it was all blue like you guys just saw, and it had the wing on it. And then it had like all the rest of everything else was stock. So it had the rims, which was an upgrade, the cam and tune, which was an upgrade, exhaust was the upgrade, and the wing. Everything else was stock. No window tint, no extra graphics, no side marker lights, LEDs, any of that. None of that stuff. Nothing extra. But that was the number one guy. He got me the car back after the hydroplane accident as well. So he taught me something about damaging your vehicle. If you really spent a lot of money or spend a lot of money on your vehicle and something happens to it where it gets in an accident and your frame is okay and your engine's okay, or a big money aspect is okay, like your transmission, engine, frame, if that stuff is okay and you want to buy your car back, that's the big piece here, buy your car back, you should do that. Because the longer you wait, or you may not know about it, and someone then later tells you, like he told me, the more expensive your car will be to buy it back. This car, after the hydroplane accident, went to Copart. So after the hydroplane accident, it went to Copart, and then they listed it for sale. So after it was listed for sale, the price was at its cheapest. After I had muscled up the courage to tell Greg that I hydroplaned the car and got into an accident, he then told me, well, where is it? And he knew exactly what Copart was, because he's also a side business car dealership guy. He buys and sells cars on his own as well. But he told me if I would have knew this, I could have got the car back at its cheapest point. But long story short, he bought the car back for me from Copart with his dealer license for a cheaper price, even though it was still a couple grand more than what we would have paid for it if I would have known to, as soon as possible, as the exact moment that they listed it, called them and said, hey, that's my car, here's the paperwork for it. I was the one that crashed the car, but I want to buy it back right now from you guys at your cheapest price. If that would have happened, we would have got the car back for a lot cheaper. But long story short, again, he got the car back for me, and then that's when the work started. I made a previous video for you guys about showing the actual bumper right here. This came from another base model C5 Corvette that actually fit on this Corvette, and as you can see, it fits really nicely. But this is off another Corvette, and we got it to work. But you guys saw that video of me and him putting this bumper on because this was another piece that had to be replaced on the car after that hydroplane accident. But Greg is number one. All right, guys, we are all hooked up on the dyno here at Hutter Racing. Got it strapped down. This is Trevor taking care of all the dyno tuning. The number two guys, after we got the car back into a drivable state, the number two guy that we're going with here is going to be Mike at Action Auto Body. So let me close this door here. We'll be talking about this one. Mike at Action Auto Body painted this passenger side for me. So the issue was this rear quarter panel, the door, and this front fender here were a complete different color. Well, not a complete different color, it was a deeper blue than the rest of the car. So I had to, actually got recommended by the next shop that I'm going to be talking to you guys about, which is Block a Chip in Albert there. But Albert recommended me to take the Corvette to Mike at Action Auto Body because I had originally went to Albert to see what he could do about getting that door as good as possible to match up with the rest of the car. But obviously he's not a paint guy as far as painting a vehicle, so he told me the best thing that I could do, or what I should do, is go to Mike at Action Auto Body, have him paint it, and then bring it back to him, Albert, to do the paint correction on it, and then go get further into the stripes and the PPF and all that, which we'll talk about at the end of the video. But after you guys have seen the videos, hopefully by now, I took the Corvette to Streetsboro at Action Auto Body, and I had Mike give me an estimate. We agreed on a price, and he painted this rear quarter panel, the door, and then blended in the door to the front fender there, and then did some touch-up spots for me as well. So he's the number two guy, our paint guy, Mike at Action Auto Body. I'll leave their address right here. Our number three guy, we actually went to, this was done actually right before I took it to Mike at Action Auto Body, because I made a video for you guys saying that this was going to be a back burner thing that I wanted to kind of get done last, but it ended up being first, and that's okay because it's done now, which is our window tint. So our window tint got done at PWP Detailing in Mentor, Ohio on Pine Cone. Awesome. Yeah, I'm glad I went with the 20.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
That looks real nice.
Yeah, everything came out great. All the edges are fine. So nice, clean fit. Everything's filed down, so it's all seamless. So there's no gaps in the windows, things like that. So
I'll put their address right here, but they did a phenomenal job tinting the windows on this. I had to get the passenger side done, the driver's side done and the rear window. And real quick here, Vincent, if you're watching, this is the Moto AK-47 that we went with. Again, if you want white lettering and you don't like how this looks on the Corvette, give me a screenshot or try to send me a DM on Instagram if you have Instagram, and send me some mock-up photos of what you want it to look like if you don't like this and you still want the white lettering. So send me a DM on Instagram and I will get back to you on that, Vincent. So again, Vincent was the only one that commented on that video that I made for you guys about watching, or about what you guys wanted to see as far as the font and color option that we went with for the Moto AK-47 on the rear window of the Corvette. But moving on here, our tint guy, PWP Detailing, shout out to those guys. They did those 3 windows that I just spoke of. Nothing on the windshield. I still have a ceramic, it's not a tint, but a ceramic film on the windshield, and that was done when we first got the car, window tinted, from, I forget what their name is. I'll put it right here, but I'm blanking right now. I don't know why, because I got you got the trucks done there too as well. You guys saw those videos. I'm blanking on it, sorry, but I'll leave their description right there as well. So the tint was done, and then we moved on to Mike at Action Auto Body, and then right after that we went straight to, or the Corvette came back home for a few days, and then after that we went right to Wheelcraft. Eric at Wheelcraft, they're in Mineral, Ohio as well, and I believe they're still on Tyler Boulevard, because I made a couple jokes about the car going to Tyler Boulevard every single time we have to take it away, but the car is always seeming to be on Tyler Boulevard, that long street in Mineral, Ohio. But I'm glad it is, and I'm glad it's back. So we went with the bright ice finish on, and don't cream me in the comments, I still have to paint these, I just haven't gotten to them yet. We're going to paint these red and repaint our calipers red as well. So I'm going to get to those rotors, guys, I promise. But I was really excited to get this video out for you guys, so I just haven't had time to paint those yet. But we went with the bright ice finish at Wheelcraft for the Corvette, and the OEM commemorative edition wheels. And as you guys saw in that video, I did not want them to chrome over this original center cap here, because I wanted the lettering still. I wanted this to all say commemorative edition. I did not want this to be covered up with chrome or their bright ice finish, aka. So we left that alone. And obviously from a distance you can't even really tell that much that it's just a flat gray, but I like the look of it. Especially we upgraded our lug nuts as well to the red lug nuts, and our valve stem covers as well, as you guys saw in those videos that I put out for you guys. So a lot of videos have been made out. We threw this on actually at Action Auto Body as well, this bullet antenna. I really like how it's the gray and the red and the blue, it all matches up. So I really like that bullet antenna from Alpha Defense Gear. I have a link in the description if you want to check out any of those bullet antennas. So after the car got done with Eric at Wheelcraft, it went right over to Albert at Block a Chip, and that's where it was for about 2.5 weeks. So as you guys saw, it did not have the stripes on it at the show, at their Block a Chip 20th anniversary show. So we took off, oh, I gotta get going here, the rain's coming, so let me try and hurry up, guys. So we took the wing off, they did their thing with the paint correction, and then they went ahead and did the stripes, and then the PPF film on the bumper, hood, roof, and back deck lid. So everything else is ceramic coated, including the rims, but we have the film, the PPF film, in those places. So those are all of the shops and people involved with getting the Corvette back to what it is right now. And then, like I mentioned before, you guys as well. You guys have stuck with the channel. You guys have put in, most of you guys have put in your input of what you wanted to see out of the channel, and I need more comments from you guys as well of what you want to see now that the Corvette is back. We don't have motorcycles on the channel anymore, but someday we might again, just like we didn't think we were gonna have the Corvette back again, but it's back and better than ever. So going over some mods quickly here. We're gonna go over all the mods and trinkets and stuff that has been put on the Corvette since the hydroplane accident and getting the car back to what it is right now. So I'm going to try and go quickly here before that rainstorm right there where I see the rain coming down hits me. So let's start with the interior first. So we got our steering wheel cover right there, black and red. We have our Z06 lid there, original seats, and we have our Lloyd's mats with the Z06 engraved in them. We have some covers here. We have a double din radio over there, grab handle over there, grab handle here, red, it's just red leather. Coming to the outside here, obviously we got our bright ice finish rims from Wheelcraft, updated red lug nuts, updated red valve stem covers. We have our newly installed color matched side marker lights. We have our halo LED lights, tail lights, our LED laser third brake light, our commemorative edition emblem on the back here. The wing, obviously you guys have seen that a million times. We got our brand logo here on the rear window, our stripes. We just did this 2 days ago, made a video for you guys about that. That'll be coming up here and coming out shortly. But our chrome Corvette lettering, our straight pipes, out to quad tips, blue burnt to match the car, our bullet antenna from Alpha Defense Gear, American flag themed, and our window tint and our front commemorative windshield banner. And then last but not least, the last thing we put on here was our daytime running lights, and these are from Vette Lights, just as all of the lights on this Corvette are from. And those are also in the link, and those are all also in the description with a link. So check all those links out, guys, in the description, and you will see all of these lights that you can get off of Amazon for a little bit cheaper of a price, depending on which day you guys go out, depending on which days you guys choose to buy them. So I need to get home, guys, before that rain hits me, and keep the Corvette from getting rained on. Unlock button. So we got our halos there, as you guys can see, LED lights here, backup light, blue lights for the license plates, and then our newly installed sequential daytime running lights. They look awesome. Sequential when you press the lock button for that blinker on both sides, and those are really nice. So thank you guys for watching, appreciate it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I am so glad to have the Corvette back.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.